caller number 10 right now, and you will. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
If you find yourself breathless with constant laughter, congratulations. Now, could you tell us what show you're listening to? It sounds fun. This is the Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
I got more money for you, the last chance for you to win today. And then we'll start it up all over again tomorrow morning. About 5 minutes from now. Last keyword today. Grab $1,000 from the Buzzard bookie. Cavaliers flop hard last night. Game 1 against the Celtics. Hoping to rectify that situation. Game 2 there in Boston before they come home this weekend for 3 and 4. Cavs Celtics tomorrow night. You will hear that on WTAM 1100. You'll get Guardians baseball here on the Buzzard. 120-95. That is what you call a decisive victory. 7 o'clock tip tomorrow night. Saturday and Monday will be games 3 and 4 here in Cleveland. 8:30. Oh. Ripping up that water. 8:30. I'm sorry?
It's been like 2 hours.
Yeah, but I'm talking and I'm burping and I'm not trying to, but it's been 2 hours. It's been 1 hour. 8:30 Saturday, 7 o'clock Monday. I will have Game 4 playoff tickets for you on Monday's show. Top of the show, I'll tell you where to go. We got a bunch of pairs of tickets. We'll send Rob out again, and this time we'll split it up. We'll send one spot in the west side, one spot in the east side. So throughout the course of Monday's show, I will have some clues for you. If you want to go Monday night, hopefully it won't be the last game that the Cavaliers play this season. Guardians won today. They came back in extra innings to beat the Detroit Tigers. So they end up taking 2 of 3 in that series because last night was a big Tigers win. It's like 11-4 or something. And tomorrow, they'll kick off the first of 4 in Chicago against the White Sox. And you'll hear that on MMS. There's a guy who, how old is this guy? He's a retiree in Florida. And I don't know how people are able to get his phone number, but he got a text from someone who tracked him down and told him, hey, I fall asleep to your video. This guy used to work for a company called Florida Marketing International. His name's Randy Smith. He's retired in Ormond Beach, Florida. And a YouTube video, if you've ever seen it, it's called The Most Boring Video of All Time. And it's him recording it. This is from 1989, when obviously Randy was a much younger man. He was working for this company. And he recorded a 2-hour tutorial about a very early version of Microsoft Word. Have you ever seen this video?
Mm-mm.
It's not brand new on YouTube, but he's getting messages from people now. He's shocked to learn that people are falling asleep to his video because it's so monotone. The subject matter is super boring.
How long is it?
2 hours.
Perfect.
And I'll play a little bit of it.
We're over on our Macintosh, and we're going to type out the rules to living in our property. So we sit down and we say, the following are the rules for living in my house. Number 1, I want you to keep your crummy dog off of my brand new carpet.
I mean, could you fall asleep to that? I understand that. I mean, I know some people need to fall asleep with like the television on or, but he got a text from somebody who thanked him for his video and because she falls asleep to it. It's an hour and 47 minutes long. It's called The Most Boring Video Ever Made. It was posted a decade ago. You know how the You Got Mail guy was in Cleveland?
Mm-hmm.
He used to work at Channel 3 or something. And this poor son of a bitch, they paid him like $50. And
the
then
voice
they
of
just
Siri does stand-up. Siri. Why do I always say
Siri, yeah.
Siri?
You got Tom Cruise's daughter on the brain, Bill.
I've always said mess that one up.
Siri.
But she does comedy.
I thought she was an older woman.
She was an older woman,
Oh.
or she is, but she would do stand-up in Cincinnati. I met her.
What's her name?
15 years ago. I can't remember her name, but it was like 15 years ago that I met her.
I was going to say, she got paid, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Susan Bennett,
That's the one.
the voice actor behind Apple's first iteration of Siri, released in 2011. I don't think it's her anymore. But it was her for a minute.
Not answer those questions.
Really cool. Susan Bennett, what a delight to meet you.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
How long ago did you get the voiceover gig for the Apple iPhone?
This happened in 2005 before anyone ever thought of an iPhone. No, I take that back. Steve Jobs, I'm sure, had thought of it. I am the voice of Siri.
There she is. I kind of got chills. Her real name is Susan Bennett. She's here with us this morning.
That's the woman you met?
Yeah.
And she's doing stand-up?
She wasn't like touring or anything. She was just trying it out.
I see.
And I met her in Cincinnati.
I wonder if this retiree in Florida has dipped his toe into the stand-up pool. Hey, everybody, I'm Randy Smith. So, he's like, I have no idea why anybody would be watching me do a video on Microsoft Word from 1989. And the article in the Wall Street Journal was, is this the most boring man in the world?
Poor guy.
Insomniacs swear by dull narrators who put them to sleep, whether on purpose or not. 3.1 million views just since this thing kind of resurfaced. And the comments are, again, I don't, people need different things to go to sleep, I guess. Green noise is just fine for me. I don't need a guy talking about Microsoft Word.
Is Green Noise the name of your money-making podcast?
Yeah!
It's just a bunch of bros sitting around like, yeah, but when you trade high, and then that's not really what the stocks are about. If you just got to invest it all in Bitcoin because $5 isn't really worth $5.
Right.
Green Noise.
Even Gronk knew that was fake. Yeah, so this guy found out about, but this article in the Wall Street Journal was actually very interesting because there are a whole variety of things online that people have posted 5-hour loops of Bob Ross painting. Now, his voice does have, or his delivery at least, does have kind of a hypnotic quality. This dude talking about Microsoft Word, I mean, there's nothing really hypnotic about that. Just him, the subject matter is really, really dull.
I select it because the ruler will only command or make changes in what I select or what I'm going to type. Right now you'll notice that the first box is already selected. That's the default selecting. That is justified left, flush left. So you'll notice if you never make any changes, every time you type it will be flush left.
I mean, imagine this guy having to do it. I mean, he worked for the company that was putting it together. He says, I have no idea, obviously, why anybody would be interested in this. There's a guy in Chicago who calls himself Mr. King, and he runs a website called sleepbaseball.com, where this guy has created full but fake baseball games to help people sleep. So they're like 2.5-hour episodes, but they're fake baseball games. Like the Cadillac Cars versus the South Haven Ravens.
And welcome back with us from Sylvan Field in South Haven, Michigan. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. No score as we begin the bottom of the first. And Jerry Durante will step in against Rolando Padalina.
Rolando Padalina.
Perfect.
I love it. The Big Rapids Timbers versus the Baraboo Bombers. Oh, you want to hear the Lake Michigan shipping forecast? I don't want to put anyone to sleep now, obviously, especially anybody who might be listening to us in traffic. I don't want to be held responsible for that.
Arcadia Pierport, northeast 4 to 6, becoming variable 2 to 4 later. Showers, good, occasionally poor.
Good, occasionally poor. That's the motto of this program. So there's a lot of different ways that people are finding themselves using to fall asleep. But this guy in Florida who recorded that Microsoft Word tutorial 35 years ago is being approached or contacted by a whole new generation of people. Hey, thank you for helping me sleep. This poor old guy. He's like, what are you talking about?
I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean to do it.
I don't need, I take something most nights, which is not a good habit I've developed, whether it's melatonin or sleep gummies or whatever.
Take some magnesium.
Well, because they're all that. It's the sleep gummies I ordered are 100% natural, nothing, they're expensive as hell, no additives, no nothing in them. And so it's well, your body makes this and these things occur in nature, so it's not bad for you. But sometimes when I need to help to sleep, there's a guy on YouTube called Jason Stevenson, and I think he's either British, Australian or something, but he does guided meditation. So he takes you through these let's get comfortable, let's relax, let's deep breathe, focus on your toes, and he'll tell he's so monotone, and it takes a while to build up from your toes to your heels to your ankles to your calves. That I don't think I've ever made it more than 15 minutes into one of these videos, but they're 4 hours long. Is this him?
And he talks?
Yeah. I play some music first to get you in the chill mode. Unless you picked one that's just music and no talking.
I don't know.
It would say Jason Stevenson.
It says
guided.
sleep talk down.
Unlike anything you've seen before, softly illuminated pathways in polished stone weave through exotic, glowing flora. Dotted amongst the plant life
I got to tell you, and it's probably, I'm sure, because I talk for a living, I don't want to hear somebody talking while I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's what knocks me out.
Is the talking really?
It's so low,
It's low
and so monotone.
And I
that
keep
you're
it
not
low
really
enough.
listening to it.
Yeah, I keep it low enough that it's just kind of there, and then fall asleep.
Wow.
It's almost like I'm back in church. That's kind of how I feel.
Actually.
I'm kind of this is like
no.
church, and then
Not my church.
not your church. My church.
Because my church was
boring-ass
and
church.
Jesus came down.
Right.
Mine was
brothers and sisters.
I was on my
Yea, my son, dala de de I see Koshantalolosi. Yea, my son, dala de de I see Koshantaya.
Yeah, our church experiences were very similar, yours and mine. That monotone kind of Gregorian chants in the back for us, and the guy droning on about fire and brimstone. I got $1,000 here for you. It's your last chance today to win $1,000 from the Buzzard bookie. We'll start it up again tomorrow, but I hope you win. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Grand. That's grand. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
My name is Grandma, and I like all kinds of meat.
Have you seen Meat, Grandma?
I like chicken. Chicken is finger licking. I like ham. I like ham. Hot damn. I like pork. Well, I guess people do from New York like pork. And I like beef. Oh, me. I like beef. And I like bacon. Ooh, the world is shaking. 'Cause I like my bacon. And I like like turkey. Oh, it makes me feel perky.
I wonder if it's just people from New York City who like pork. People in New York like pork, is it?
New York City.
Mm-hmm. Al and I fall asleep watching old Mystery Science Theater episodes almost every night. Wow.
Do you know what always used to make me fall asleep? When on Saturdays my dad would watch bowling in the morning and then golf in the afternoon.
Oh, God.
And those are like,
So,
man,
yeah,
that'll
that's
put
low
you
talk.
out.
And yeah, golf especially.
Yeah, because
Like-
at least bowling there's like pins and stuff.
Yeah.
But in golf, it's like a whack and then like the...
Just birds
Yeah.
chirping.
That's
yeah.
it, yeah.
And that
And a
whack
Baba
is
Booey in
even
the
kind of just
background.
like whoosh, and like it's that crack of the ball. I watch that's good. Like rainy Saturday afternoon, you have something like that on and just sleep.
Alan, do we think Wavy Davy B is dead? We haven't heard anything about him in years.
I don't even know what that is.
That's the voice guy in Milwaukee years ago who was trying to get his business up and running, but he had like no real technical prowess. And so I paid him to cut me some liners. You've heard me play them before, probably.
Tearing up the joint. It's Alan Cox in the mix.
Yeah. He had very remedial production abilities. And his voice, you can hear what he's trying to do with it. But I don't know. If maybe I'll hit him up and have him cut me some new lines.
The dance floor is getting hot, 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 hot. Because you have Alan Cox.
Yeah. I thought I had dry lines from him, but maybe I don't anymore. But Wavy Davy B, he was like in Nowheresville, Milwaukee or Wisconsin or something. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I'm going to break here. If you want to send me a text for something, 35192, you can listen wherever you are on the iHeartRadio app.
And now, a Buzzard Bookie safe bet. If you gotta be in